$100 is a lot to spend on a cell phone when creating content for one particular device. If you're like me, I sat on the fence for a while deciding if I was going to pick this up, and it finally got on sale, and I was like, okay, let me try this out and share it with the audience. We'll go over what comes in the box. We'll go over if this, oh, this is cool. We'll go over if this is worth it, but the packaging from the jump start is good. Now, this is not affiliated with Kondor Blue at all. Paid my own money, but as I always say, that doesn't change anything about my delivery. I'm always focused on an honest, integrity-based, consumer-focused review or first impressions, which this is a first impressions because comes in the box with some books and stuff. This is a first impressions because I have not used this extensively or at all. First time trying this out. Okay, what comes in the box is a really nice short braided USB-C to USB-C right angle to regular ended cable there, and that's for the device itself. This is a nice metal. This feels good. You can see that there. You have there's a thread there where you can connect this to something else, and then there's also looks like the zero turn ARRI style connection there, and then there's the MagSafe connectivity. Now, the reason I needed something like this is because I use the Kronos Kit. Let me put it this way so you can see it. The Kronos Kit from Tilta, and I purchased this with my own money. I did a first impressions video a couple months ago, and I'm working on a follow-up, but I really want to use it. I needed something that basically would fit in between the back of this case, and that fits like a glove, and so that's kind of exciting for me. And it looks like you can go in both directions, so all directions or whatnot. So this is going to fulfill my purpose if this works. We're going to see if this connects and shows. I've seen some reviews where some people say it won't mount, different things like this. This has been out for a while since that review was out, maybe a year when it first came out. And so we're going to see if there's some updates and stuff like that to the software with Apple and things like that, because sometimes that's really all it is. It's a compatibility thing between the two devices that you're using. Now let's make sure this fits. That doesn't fit. Ugh. Okay. This may change the way I use this. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, that's not gonna work. The cable, well, it's actually not that big of a deal because let me go get my other component, because when you use this Tilta kit, there's actually a hand device that goes on the end down there, and then there's a base. So I'm gonna have to go grab some other stuff real quick to determine whether or not this actually will connect the way that I need it to. Okay, so I have all of the necessities. So this is the connections that I was talking about. One is the power grip, and then the other is this USB-C base, but there is a lot of steps to connecting that. So I'm gonna skip that for now, and we're just gonna use a different cable. Now, this is why I was making a switch. This is the Angelbird case, and this one I used a Type A CFexpress card from Angelbird as well. And I'll put all of these links in the description. This works really well on the iPhone, but it doesn't have this built-in. It doesn't have the built-in connection or to the back of the phone. So I have to use one of these MagSafe little dot, circle things, and it's messy. It gets stuff stuck to it all the time, and so I'm just going to use this cable because they partnered with Angelbird to create this one. So I'm just going to switch the cable out real quick just for sakes purposes of this video and keeping it short and simple. And if you want to see the full kit set up, subscribe and come back and see it after I do my long-term review. But let's connect this to the phone here, and then I'm going to turn on a grab real quick so that we can see it together connecting. And as I said here, I have the 1 terabyte card, so I'm basically doubling the storage of my iPhone so that I can do the ProRes shooting. Typically where I go directly is to files, so I just go to search files, and then I bring it up, and as you can see, it's there. I mean, I'll show you on this screen, but I got a screen grab up. But as you can see, it says Lexar right there, and I get full access to my card here, and this, like I said, I use with my Blackmagic Pixis and my Blackmagic Cinema 6K. I'm going to show you some examples here. I should have, there we go, proxies, because it won't open Blackmagic RAW, but it should open the proxies. And so there's the proxies playing on my screen there, and that's the Blackmagic raw footage. It's just a proxy, so it's a different format, and this allows me to open it up on the iPhone. But for sake of this video, let's go to the Blackmagic app, because this is the way that I'm going to use this. Go to the Blackmagic app, I'm going to hit settings, and then when I go down to settings, I'm going to go to audio monitor, where's my storage? Media, there we go. Media, file, convention, upload clips, record proxy, okay, save clips to, boom, and then I'm going to go to files, right? And then I'll go back to here, Lexar, boom. Now I could create a folder by clicking on that and clicking new folder, and then just selecting, I don't know, Blackmagic app. And that makes it easy to find later on when I'm editing and things like that. So Blackmagic app, and now I selected that, and that is the folder that I selected, Blackmagic app. You can see it in the app there. So now when I go back out to Blackmagic and I select for camera, and I change codec to Apple ProRes HQ Max, boom. Now I'm going to be recording in 709, Apple Log HDR, boom. Like, I'm getting all of the benefits of the app now on a freaking 1 terabyte CFexpress Type B Generation 4 card. Like, super crazy speeds, right? So I shouldn't have any issues whatsoever, and now I'm getting that nice flat log profile. And let's just do a quick recording of myself. Hey, thanks for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed today's content and you are new to the channel, consider subscribing to the Cozy Coalition and joining the Christopher Cozy Gear and Tech family. So let's get back to the video. Boom. So that's everything in a nutshell. Now, the other things that we can check on is going to be like the speeds and things like that. But for my first impressions, I'm not going to jump into that today. I will use this over time. Like I said, come back, subscribe, follow, and check me out when I use the full setup if you're interested in the Tilta Kronos setup and how I use that for like real shot on iPhone type footage using that kit. Did a first impressions on that, but I really want to use it for a long time before I come back with like a more deep detailed use. And so let me know any questions that you may have about that in the comment section below. First impressions of this. The cable is a little short to work with this particular kit, and so I had to use another cable, and of course you can use third-party cables and things like that. So I'll be working on that, using it with the base and stuff like that. It has USB-C ports, and so I'm not worried about it, if you will. But make sure to come back. Let me know any questions you may have. I think this is definitely worth it because it just, even at $100, it just doubled the capacity of my iPhone, takes all of that video work off of my iPhone, keeps that storage empty, used for personal stuff if using a combination of those things, and it allows me to streamline my kit. But anyway, come back for that. I got a bunch of stuff going on. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And again, if you're new to the channel, enjoy today's content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But as always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.